Sunny Radio 96.5. It's Train calling all angels. Sunny Sunrise Show 840. Good morning. It's a Friday morning. Cloudy skies. Oh boy, look who's here. It's Pamela from New Hope Counseling. Been missing you. Of course, we always love when Bill's here as well. But you've had a lot going on in your life.
Oh, yes, indeed. Moving house, moving into Kerrville, actually, from the country.
Yeah.
And then I had a death in the family,
Yeah.
actually, and I had to go to Ireland because I was actually born in Ireland. I'm an Irish lass.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing, an Irish wake,
Mm-hmm.
and how different it is. I mean, it's a funny topic to talk about death on the radio, but it brought me to thinking how important it is. Well, first of all, in Ireland, death is very different. You know, you have the body in the house, not in a funeral home. There's no such thing as funeral homes,
Wow,
actually.
okay.
In Ireland, they don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody comes to the house, and the body is laid out very respectfully in the front room.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody gathers around and talks and drinks and eats. And the little children and from the age of 0 are included in the death process and say goodbye to the loved one in a very natural, loving way. And there's no sense of exclusion of the children because they're too young. That just doesn't exist.
Sure.
And so I got to thinking how natural it is to include everybody in the family in the process of saying goodbye to the loved one, to your loved one. And then I got to thinking, well, of course, I'm going to see Diane on Friday. And how important,
Definitely.
and how
A
important
great
it is.
topic. Yeah, I mean, we all die. We're all going to die. I mean, there's not
Yeah.
one of us on Earth that's not
Right.
going
And
to
whether
go through
it's,
this
you
or
know-
go through this with someone we love, or
Right.
You know, yeah.
And whether it's premature or expected, as it was in this case for me, how important it is as a couple to talk about how you're going to talk about this with your children. And this is the time where you really get to examine your core beliefs. I mean, if you're a Christian, and well, then you have the hope. You know that if your children say, "Well, where's Granddad?" You know that you're going to tell them, "Well, he's gone to heaven." So you have that hope. But you may be married to somebody who really hasn't figured it all out yet.
Sure.
And they're not quite sure. Well, Granddad's maybe gone to a better place, or maybe he's just gone into the ground. And you do need to figure out what you're going to tell your child at a very young age. Children are so perceptive. And if you haven't figured it out, well, figure it out between you first, and figure out that you're going to at least give your child a message of security and hope.
It's definitely something you want to figure out in advance too, because when you're going through it, you're possibly so traumatized and emotionally upset that you won't have a clear answer. This is beautiful that you can bring this up and
Yes.
allow.
It's really important to just give it some thought in advance, because death is never quite expected. And of course, as I say, I was watching in Ireland, and it was just such a normal, natural process. Well, Granddad's in heaven. I mean, there was no question about it. And there were, my 10 little grandchildren, grandnieces and nephews running around, and they were just kissing and hugging and stroking Granddad's hair and saying,
Aw.
"Bye-bye, Granddad." And
A lot of love.
so
Yeah.
there was a sense of naturalness about it. And it was, and I was saying to myself, well, it's really important to have those core belief systems figured out beforehand as a couple, and figure out what you're going to tell your child. And don't ever try to hide these natural processes from your child. At the age of 2, 3, 4, a child is never too young, and there's no such thing as being fearful of the natural process of death. Don't try to hide it. It was quite an amazing process, actually. I should probably put something up on my website about it.
You should. This is
I've
huge.
come back all pumped about death. Can you imagine?
Aw. Well, welcome back. We've missed
it's
you,
good
like
to
I
be
say,
back.
and you're in your new place here in Kerrville.
Yes.
So.
And it's certainly glad to be back in the warmth. Oh my goodness! Even though it's chilly here,
yeah.
let me tell you, it's nothing like what it was in Ireland.
Yeah, nice and cold and damp, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Thanks.